Do you know what? I'm actually gonna take it off. It's literally gonna annoy me the whole time, so here we are. And that's what makes the experience even weirder. We started heading off because it was getting a bit late. Some guy was going really, really fast behind us. He just stopped there and waited for us. He drives past so slowly. Hello everybody, it's me, Lilymae, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm doing a story time video. I'm doing a story time on the time that me and my family were in Ireland and we got followed in a car by a weird man. Yeah, little bit creepy if you ask me. The reason I don't usually do these kind of videos is because nothing interesting happens to me. Nothing interesting occurs in my life usually like this. Nothing worthy of a story time video anyways. For some reason, I've been obsessed with watching these videos on YouTube recently, so I thought really hard of what happened to me in my lifetime that I could make a story time video on, and this came to my head, so I thought why not go for it. I also asked you guys on Instagram if you wanted to see this, and a lot of you said yes, so why not? We're here now. First things first though, I'm not the best at explaining things, let me just put that out there. I'm gonna try as best as I can to do this. We'll see how it goes. I also don't actually have any footage of this, which is annoying. I have pictures of the day, but I don't have pictures or videos of the actual event occurring. But without further ado, let's get started. Let me actually get the exact date that this happened. I know that it was in August 2019. It was the 14th of August 2019 because I have this little picture of me and Nancy on the day. If you didn't know, I'm from London. But in August 2019, me, my sister, my mum, my sister's two daughters, so my two nieces, Tilly and Nancy, we decided to go to Ireland for a week, and we went to Portumna, which is like a little town, I guess. There weren't a lot of people there. It was quite a small town, but it was really, really cute and really nice. I think that's what makes the experience even weirder. This is actually freaking creepy. I remember I was so scared. Anyways, let's actually get freaking started. I'm pretty sure it was a Thursday. You can go back and check the date. 90% sure it was a Thursday.
You were wrong.
It was Wednesday.
It was actually a Wednesday, so I was wrong, it weren't a Thursday. A lot of my family do live in Ireland, but they don't live in Portumna. They're not from Portumna, which, like I said before, that's where we were staying. However, a lot of my family live in Dublin. From Portumna, I'm pretty sure it was about a 2-hour drive there and back, so 2 hours each way. We thought, why not go to Dublin for the day and just see some of our family, which we did. Little road trip for us, the 5 of us went. We went to see our family. It was a really, really nice day. We also had dinner whilst we were there, so we could come back later. Obviously, that let us just spend more time with our family, spend more time in Dublin. Once we've seen everybody we wanted to see and had dinner and everything, we started heading back at about 8 o'clock because we wanted to be back by like no later than 10, 11 really. 8 p.m. we started heading off because it was getting a bit late and we just wanted to get back, to be honest. We set off on our journey home. We'd been driving for about 40 minutes when my sister realised some guy was going really, really fast behind us. These were really quite narrow country roads. They weren't like main roads or anything, they were just very, very small. My sister's a great driver and everything, but she didn't know these roads very well, do you know what I mean? She wasn't used to them. She's used to driving around London and stuff like that. When she realised that this guy was driving really, really fast behind us, she thought he might want to like get past us. Since she didn't know the road like super well, she just sort of tried to pull over to let him go past, but when she did that, he started slowing down, like as if he wanted us to just carry on going as we were. Personally, I didn't think too much of it. I didn't even notice anything. That's probably because I'm not a driver. Anyways, we carried on and then we stopped off at a petrol station, which was about half an hour away from our destination in Portumna, which is where we were staying in a small little town. Me, Tilly and my mum needed the toilet. Us three, we got out, we went to the toilet, and my sister and Nancy were still in the car. We also got some like drinks and snacks and stuff just to bring back with us. I remember I was just doing my little pretty little thing online shop, but don't know why that's so significant to me. It just is. Thought I'd throw it in there, you know? We got back in the car, I carried on doing my thing on my phone. We carried on driving, but I hadn't noticed this guy had stopped in the petrol station when we did. He didn't get out, he didn't go to the toilet, he didn't fill up his tank, he didn't go into the actual shop to get a drink or anything like that. He just stopped there and waited for us to be ready, basically. It might sound dumb that Marie and Nancy stayed in the car and we went to the toilet because the guy stopped there, but we didn't actually realise that the guy stopped there until afterwards, if that makes any sense. He ended up following us out of the petrol station. Like I said, we didn't realise that it was the same guy that stopped there until we had left. That's sort of when it clicked with us that this was creepy. We noticed that it was the same guy that was following us from before. Once again, I didn't think anything of it because I was just kind of like, cool, which is actually very bad, so I need to start looking out more. That could have been very, very dangerous if I was on my own just driving, because I literally didn't even realise. We carry on driving, and this is where I started getting a bit weirded out because Tilly noticed then, and Tilly was like, Mum, this same guy is literally following us. Tilly's actually like my sister and she notices things really, really quickly, which is amazing. Put in simple terms, they're very observant. I need to be more like them. Tilly obviously just looked out the window and was like, hey Mum, this guy is still following us, the same guy that was following us earlier earlier. Yeah, he's still there. That's when I was like, what the frick? And at this point, we were literally so close to where we were staying, and we obviously didn't want someone following us in to our apartment, potentially kill us. That's kind of scary, to be honest. I don't know, that's just not what I want on holiday. My mum was like me, she hadn't noticed either, but when Tilly pointed it out and my sister was like, yeah, I know, my mum was like, okay, this is weird, let's pull over. Luckily enough, at this point we were still in like the main town of Portumra. We pulled over, I'm pretty sure it was next to like a pub which was open. If there were any problems, we could just like run in there, have a couple of cold ones with leads. Oh my god, this actually creeps me out talking about it. We pulled over. Bruh, I can't. Ugh. I'm fully getting the shivers at this point. Oh my god, I was so scared, guys. I was so scared. And then this guy, he drives past. Oh my god. He drives past so slowly and just stares into the car. Oh, what the frick? So slowly. When I say slowly, it was so slow. It was just like dead looking me into the eyes. He was peering into my soul. It gets weirder. Not only has this guy followed us for about 2 hours from a main city like Dublin to a small teeny tiny town, Portumra, what? Once he had driven past the actual car and he wasn't sort of in our eye line anymore, he started speeding up and he drove right up to the top. He turned a right corner and I was like, no, let's stay here for a second in case he turns back round. And guess what? I was right, he did. He turns the right corner and then like 2 minutes later, he must have driven all the way up and then turned back. He comes right back around the exact same corner. He speeds up and then he gets to our eye line and he drives past really freaking slowly again. When I tell you, he was like staring me out. We was having some sort of staring competition. I do not know what this was. He was staring right into my eyes. Oh. When he drove past the second time, he had done a left at the top of the road. We were literally like 5 minutes away from like our apartment. So we were just like just drive as quick as you can. Where we were staying, luckily enough, it wasn't too like bait. It wasn't a proper like, oh my god, holiday home. It's really hard to explain, but it was quite hard to find when we was actually going there. It took a lot of directions basically. I didn't expect him to sort of know where we were going unless he knew the place really well. We had driven into the car park of like the apartment complex at this point. What I'm talking about in the next clips is as soon as we parked up, we decided to just get into the apartment because even if the guy did follow us through and knew where we were staying and seen the car and recognized it, whatever, there were so many apartments that he would have had to be knocking all night on every single door to find us if he wanted to. That is freaking creepy. Why did this guy want us? Let me tell you, I was quick about this. I grabbed Nancy, I grabbed a bag and I run. We ran up the stairs into our apartment. I got into the apartment and I ran to my bedroom and I shut all the windows, I locked all the doors, I made sure everything was locked. It was. Nobody was getting in to get us, sis, let me tell you. I was shook. The thing that freaks me out the most is that he was following us for so long. Like, he was following us for at least an hour and a half. Our journey only took about 2 hours and 10 minutes at most. What the frick? What? Why? We didn't recognize him at all. It was only him in the car. There wasn't anyone with him. I do not know what this guy wanted, but he followed us for so long. My sister literally pulled up to let this guy go past. And he basically told us he didn't want to go past. He told us he wanted to follow us and we carried on. What? It was a weird experience. Nothing has ever happened to me like that, so I was so freaked out. When we got back into the apartment, I didn't want to act too scared because I'm a little pussy. I didn't want to act too scared in front of Nancy because I didn't want her to get like freaked out and scared, so yeah, I had to just be strong for her. Nancy's 4, by the way, she was 3 at the time. We didn't want her to get scared or anything, so we just sort of left it, and when we put her to bed, I was just freaking the frick out. I sound like such a little scaredy cat. Me and Tilly were sharing a room, but that night I was like, Tilly, you can sleep with your mum. My mum is sleeping with me. I fully made my mum share my room with me that night. I was scared, okay? That is literally the story time done. I tried out the story time video, why not? To me, that's an interesting story because I was so scared. It was a weird time, a very weird time. I thought I'd share my little experience with you guys. Honestly though, just when you're driving and stuff, just be careful and make sure you know what's going on. Always be aware of your surroundings. When you're checking your mirrors, make sure you're checking who's behind you and stuff like that. These people do be super sly the way they be following you. Like I said, I didn't notice at all. Like, if that was me, I would have just driven into the apartment and just gone, and this guy could have like, I don't know what this guy could have done. I'm just lucky I was with my sister and Tilly who freaking noticed. But anyways, that was today's video. I know it was kind of short, but I do hope you enjoyed it. If anything interesting happens to me in the future, I'll be sure to make a video about it, you know, do a little story time. Hopefully nothing like this will happen again though, because bruh. That is all I have for you guys in today's video. Make sure you subscribe down below if you're not already. Give this video a big thumbs up and I will see you guys very, very soon with a brand new video. Peace.